Hi guys, welcome back. My name is Monique and I'm on a journey to get better at art. And if that sounds interesting to you, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And let's get to this video. Today I am doing a gouache painting. I've been on a gouache kick. I also like to use markers as well, but today we are going to be painting. So this little sketch I did probably a couple of years ago, and I'm just now getting around to painting it. I was going through my sketchbook last week and I found this sketch, and I was like, you know what? It would be perfect to paint it. So that's what we're going to do today. I really enjoyed all of the colors on this picture when I found it on Unsplash. I will link it down below just in case you would like to paint it as well or draw it, then you can. I wanted to try to capture the vibrancy of the colors. I definitely need to work on my color theory. You'll see in the end what I'm talking about when I say color theory, and I just feel like my greens aren't vibrant enough. Like the bell pepper on the left side is supposed to have more of a deep green, and I kept adding blue to it, trying to get that deep green color, but it wasn't portraying that way as I was painting. So that little bit was kind of frustrating, but I like the overall outcome of how this painting turned out. It was definitely a learning process, and I really enjoyed mixing my own colors and trying to match the picture to the best of my ability. It is definitely different from painting on my iPad just because I'm able to find the colors so much more easily. And I don't color pick anymore with my iPad just because the colors aren't accurate enough. But I am able to find a close match to what the reference is showing me. And so with traditional painting, I just have to figure out which tone works best together so that I can find the right colors that I'm looking for. And like I was saying with this bell pepper, it's not the right tone, it's too yellow, and I needed a little bit more blue without muddying the color itself and taking away from the color actually being green, because if you add too much blue, then it's going to look blue because blue is a darker color compared to yellow. And I was trying to keep my palette very minimal, so I am only using red, yellow, and blue to mix my colors. I did end up using two different types of yellows. One of them is more of an orange color, and that's what I used on this apple to begin with, but I felt like the yellow that I used was too orange. So I do end up going back and figuring out a better tone for the apple. And then the yellow bell pepper, I think, turned out pretty well compared to the green one on the left, just because I was able to get a more accurate tone for that yellow bell pepper. This green bell pepper, I feel like this dark tone is actually what I was going for the overall bell pepper, but to lighten the green tone that I have currently, it just wasn't lightening in the correct way. The green was becoming too yellow and I needed it to be on the blue tone, but like I was saying before, if you add too much blue, then it's going to turn blue. Because I'm just using very minimal colors, it can get tough to only add a little bit of color. But again, color theory is something that I am going to be working on. And I think the next time I try to play with color, it'll turn out a little bit better. So if you've been watching my gouache portrait painting series, then you'll know that most of my portraits that I've done so far are just in black and white. And I feel like working in black and white first definitely helps the learning process before you introduce color, just so that you can understand your lights and darks a little bit better. So, yeah, the next time I decide to add in color, I will hopefully be a little bit better about my color theory. But like I said before, I do really enjoy how this piece turned out. I would like to create my own still life eventually, find more colors, maybe adding in more blues and purples. And then the yellow I really enjoy too. Just adding in brightness to the piece, because I feel like when I look at something that has a lot of colors or blues, because blue is my favorite color. So if I see something with blue in it, then it just kind of makes me happy. And this piece does make me happy because it was a learning process, and I enjoy the colors that I was able to portray from my reference. Even though it's not 100% accurate, I do enjoy the learning process of it all. And I'm excited for my next one. When will that be? I'm not too sure, but there are a few pages in my old sketchbook that I can definitely paint, and they are all in color. So, color theory, big one on the to-do list. So if you enjoy this video, make sure you give it a like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you so much for watching. I will catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.
Hate it when my doubts and my fears swell up like the ocean. It feels like I could drown in my tears. Everything's overflowing. Scared that I won't get it right, get it right. My nerves are working overtime, overtime. Tell myself to calm down and breathe. Step out of the shadows into the fire. Don't be afraid to go out on a wire. Live in the moment, turn it up louder. This is what you're made for. You just gotta be fearless.